Hey stylists, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Monique and we are here at Chicago Style Co. Today we are going to go over beginners makeup routines. So this is going to be great for everyday makeup for those that are just starting out and don't know where to begin. It's going to be really simple, really basic. As you can see, this is nothing extra, just the straight meat and potatoes of a makeup routine. So let's dive in. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously you're gonna have a clean face, and there are steps to skincare that perhaps on down the road I'll do a separate video, but step number one, we're going to add our moisturizer. That is very critical. The reason why skincare is so important in your makeup routine is not just to obviously enhance and take care of your skin, but it also serves as somewhat of a protective barrier from makeup just truly sinking down deeply into these pores, because it can create breakouts and acne, and who got time for that? Nobody. So definitely don't want to skip out on the skincare. Now, I'm not going outside per se today. Today is my film day. So I'm filming content. I'll be batch creating. So I don't really need anything with SPF per se, because I'm not going to be in the light like that. But if you do want something, products with SPF, if you will. So that was step number one, adding the moisturizer. Step number two, we're going to add foundation, also known as a base. And today I am using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Here's what I'm learning in regards to products, makeup products and foundations. Sometimes you think a product does not work for you because you're putting it on barefaced. I did not like this product, and it's icky and gross right now. I did not like this product. This is, I'm not gonna even say how old it is. It's over a year old, but I haven't used it very much, so I'm hoping it hasn't expired. Do as I say, not as I do in this type of deal. But like I was saying, I had not enjoyed using this. I thought this was not a fair match for me. But once I started using it with the Charlotte Tilbury, which I just started using with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Moisturizer last week, what a difference it made. I hated this, but using it over the moisturizer, all of a sudden, is perfect. So when we're putting on our foundation, I like to have use of a buffing foundation brush, and this is the Sephora Pro foundation brush number 70, and the bristles here are tightly compacted. They call it dense and short to create a buffing effect, which is equivalent pretty much to almost like an airbrush, or maybe even a natural, depending on how much product you use and how much you buff, I guess you could say. So I use several pumps, and here's a tip. When you're watching or listening to other people tell you to use a pump, one pump will do or two pumps will do, that's very subjective, because it depends on how much coverage you want, and also what type of brush and how you utilize the brush, your brushing technique. So all of that comes into play. So pay that no mind, use whatever amount of product you want to use. Okay, now back to this. So I'm buffing this in and brushing at the same time, and you want to go here to the ears, and you want to get under here, under the chin and under the jawline, because you do raise your head throughout the day as you're speaking and different things, and you want all of that to be pretty much even when you hold your head up. So we're just brushing this all the way back to the hairline, and getting it in pretty well. See, I'm going all the way back there, brushing it in, going under the eyes really good. I do love great eye coverage. Do that on the nose. It's a part that's often overlooked. All right, let's see. Looking pretty good, if I say so myself. It's looking pretty good. So I'm looking at the mirror behind my camera. I see a couple little spots, little areas where I need to do a little bit more. I'm gonna dab it there. I'm gonna dab it there. And I do like to come back over my nose because I do have a shadow. And I like to make sure that it's well covered. And sometimes I find when I use concealer there, it see how that's evening out now. So you have to use the amount that's right for you. But sometimes I find when I put concealer over my upper lip, that it's too pasty, it's too white. So if I have the right foundation, I try to put that there, and I might put an extra layer as a concealer type product. Use it in the same form I use the concealer. Okay, so now we have that. Now we're gonna move on to the next step. And if you're curious, this color that I have is, I think it's 10 4D. Well, that may not be it, but this is the color 10. All right, moving along. We're going to go in and we're gonna do the brows. This product is the product of the month that I'm using, which is the, can we get it? It is the brow, there we go. The brow, clean, fresh brow pencil from CoverGirl. So you can do this step prior to applying your foundation, and a lot of people do. I do. It's just this instance, you know, when you're trying to teach someone or give instructions or you're training, sometimes you tend to go out of order. Whereas if you're just doing it on a normal day by yourself, then it goes smoothly. So I'm putting on or filling in my eyebrows. And so I have very sparse eyebrows, as you can see over here. And this really isn't a true definition of how sparse they are, but because there's some product left there. However, I have very sparse and thin eyebrows, so I could use a waxing so that that little hair isn't showing above and beyond. But I'm just gonna fill it in and make it work as best I can, like so. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And you're really just using little light strokes. So you want your brows to usually come right here on the side of the middle part of your nose. So you want them to usually start right there. Okay. Then, because I have a scar from chickenpox when I was in the 1st grade, this is my marker to let me know how far to bring my eyebrows in on my left side. Okay. And then I just bring it out on the brow bone. So that's my brow bone. So I just bring it out to there. And I try to fill it in, make it a little thicker so it's not terribly thin. Okay, and that'll do. That will do. Okay, and we're in there, we're done. All right, so that was step number 3. Step number 4, we're gonna do concealer. And again, because I am indoors, I don't need any major concealer. So I'm going to put it in, and concealer is really good with helping to camouflage bags and dark spots and areas. Because this is basic makeup application, I'm not going to go and use as much concealer as I normally would. I will save that for a separate video, but we bring it all the way up here because that aids in lifting the face. It's like a visual facelift. And so I let that sit, and this is a basic video. We're not gonna do anything major. I know you see people put it up here and they go down here for contour and all that good stuff. We'll save that for another video. These are basic, everyday makeup steps. Okay, so while that's sitting, what I like to do is go in and start with my eyeshadow, which this one is the palette I'm gonna use today is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3. And the reason why I do my eyeshadow while I let my concealer kind of sink in is because oftentimes the eyeshadow will have fallout, and if you already put in your concealer and blended it in, then you're going to have to go back and put more concealer in to cover up all of that fallout. And then you get to blending it in and it smears. And so depending on the color of your eyeshadow, it could be dark. So it actually makes a dark circle on top of the concealer, which is what you were trying to cover up in the first place. So it's just best if you put it on before you blend in your concealer. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna use one of my eyeshadow brushes. I'm not gonna do a lot with that either. This is a basic, my face is itching right there. This is a basic makeup routine for beginners. So, and this is great for every day. So we're gonna be using, this is the eyeshadow palette open. We're gonna be using neutrals because, and this is a warm neutral for the most part palette. We're using neutrals because this is something you can wear every day, be it to work, to school, running errands. This is very simple. So I'm gonna go in, let me see. I'm gonna go in with Crucial, which is, let me see. No, I'm gonna go in with Needed. No, is that Crucial? Well, this one. I'm going in with this one. So this is going on my lower lid. Because remember, I don't need a lot. I'm filming, and I'm filming multiple videos and multiple makeup videos. So I'll be adding on to this. Because next I'm going to do a contour, I'm going to do a blush, and all of that good stuff today. So this video serves as my base. And this is known as a sweeping eyeshadow brush. As you can see, the angled eyeshadow brush. And it's good for getting in the corner and going over that lower lid. But you can use it in the top lid too. It's completely up to you. So yes, so just want to give that a good coverage. Okay. And I am not a makeup professional by any way, shape, or form. I've just practiced enough in the last 4 years pretty much to know what works for me and basic tips where I'm comfortable enough. If someone asks me, can you show me how to apply makeup? I can assist, but makeup for hire, that's not me. Okay, so we got that base level on. So now I'm gonna go in with a darker in the crease, and this rounded, I'm gonna use this rounded eyeshadow brush, and this should be clean. I will be cleaning. I might do that video today too, but this should be clean. But this is a crease brush. It is rounded tip here, and it's great for going right in there in the crease. And I have hooded eyebrows. Hooded eyelids. So it's important for me to create that crease. So we're gonna go in like so, just enough to give a little definition. And then I like to come back right there. Okay. Same difference over here. Same difference in the crease. And don't worry about this. I think the eyeshadow is where the real artistry comes into play of makeup, because there's so much you can do with eyeshadow. So much. Okay. And so we don't worry about that when it smears elsewhere, because we can go in and take care of that with the next step, which is I'm going to use, let me see. I'm going to use this, another one of my angled eyeshadow palettes. So up here, you generally want it lighter. And as you can see, I'm already kind of light in here, but we're going to lighten it up even more. So I'm going to go in with this color here, which is, I think that one's called Crucial. So whether it's called Crucial or not, we're still using it. So see how that, once you start pulling it in, it covers up that smudge. That's the beauty of makeup. It's so fun. You can do so much with it and cover a multitude of sins. Yes. So same difference over here. I need to bring it down just a little bit further. All right. So we got that. Okay. Let me touch this up a little bit over here. Difference over there. Look at that coming out like smoke. See, that's why I said you want to do this before you pull in your set your concealer. I'm gonna go back and fill that in just a little bit. So I got it covered up a little too well. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, that's good. And then I like to, where the trend used to be to add concealer underneath the eyebrows and on top of the eyebrows, I like to go underneath the eyebrow with just a thin pencil. You can use this as a eyeliner pencil, or not pencil, eyeliner brush or a lip brush. I use it for mascara. And I just dabble over into one of my lighter shades, which I'm going to, let me see, which one had I used before? I'm going to use this one, which in the Patrick Ta, I believe this is non-negotiable. Okay, so I just dabble it on. You only need a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. So just like that. See how much product it picked up? Let me see if we can see. Okay, so then I'm gonna go under my eyelid like so. just trace it. That's all you need. And if you make mistakes, you can always go and fix it. No big deal. No one's gonna die. Okay, I need a little bit more, so I'm gonna dab one more time and go right there. You can blend that out a little bit. Okay, same over here. Just gives it a little extra oomph. And then because I smeared that over into my eyebrow, we're gonna cover it up with the eyebrow pencil. Ta-da! See? All is well in the world. Okay, now that we have that on, eyeshadow is done. Then we're going to get our concealer brush, which I have a concealer brush from Sephora. This is number 71. This is the Pro Concealer Brush. And we're gonna start blending this in. So generally speaking, you wanna take it up into the corner of the eye, and you want to blend it in like that. And I generally will take it down as far as I can spread it. And what I love about when you're doing your concealer is, see how it starts creating that sharp line right there? It's like a perfect line and shape for your eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in like this. Oh, that's my hair, no wonder it was dark. Okay, I'm gonna go in like so. Let's see, you just blend it up as far as it'll go and down. Okay. Same thing over here. Just blending it in. The right tools make all the difference in makeup application. So it's very important to get the proper tools. For instance, I picked up this concealer brush from Ulta, and for me, it was horrible. So I would not recommend that brush. I don't know if I would recommend any Ulta brushes, because that, ooh, it was a very cheaply made brush, where Sephora, they have the best bristles, they're synthetic, they're professional quality. We're gonna line it up again, see how that makes a perfect shape on your eyebrows. Okay, so pretty much got that in. All right, now we're gonna finish up the eyes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with our eyeliner. I use the Danessa Myricks liquid eyeliner in the color Onyx. I am gonna start trying brown eyeliners, because I think it'll be softer and it'll probably be better for me during the day. And I'm just literally following that shape up that I already created with the concealer. And this is winged eye liner, looks great on those of us with hooded eyes. It really helps create a shape and illusion of non-hooded eye. So here's a tip for you. All right, so I have that. Lastly, we're gonna go in with our mascara, and that'll be it for the eyes. And this is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This is my favorite mascara of the moment, but I am on the hunt for a more high-end mascara. Not sure if I'm going to find it, but we'll see. Because L'Oreal makes a lot of different brands like Urban Decay and Lancome. So even if I'm buying or purchasing their mascaras, is ultimately a L'Oreal mascara. So there's that. So you want to make sure you get really good up in there. And this is without false lashes, you guys. So give it a good spin on the lashes, because you really want them to stand up. I'm gonna stand up and shout, baby. Okay, so you see the difference in this eye, my right eye and my left eye. I'm gonna give it the same treatment over here. Take your time, because it is so easy to get this mascara on your hard-earned eyeshadow application. So just take your time. And it's also easy to get it on your nose. I've done that. See how this stick comes just over my nose? I've hit my nose before. And then you gotta rework and recover. And if you're short on time, that can be a bit frustrating. Okay, still gotta add another coat because it's not quite matching my right side. There we go. Here it comes. Just a couple of coats and we'll be done with the eyes. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so eyes are popping now. Okay, now I'm gonna go in, because this is all we're gonna do for right now. I'm gonna go in back with my foundation brush, and I'm going to buff that in so it's not so obvious with the concealer. And just buff that top in. And remember, this is just my base. So I will go in the next video and finish up, okay? So give me just a second. We're just doing the basics here. This is enough to get you through. Okay, lastly, for your basic beginner 101 makeup, we're gonna do our lips. And this is a game changer. From the beginning, get comfortable with using a lip liner. That is something that I've just recently got into, and what a shame is all I can say. What a shame. So because this is basic, I'm gonna do, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat, I'm sorry, and this is a Pillow Talk 2 medium. So I'm gonna line my lips. Okay, and can't forget the top. This keeps the lipstick from bleeding over, especially if you have some highly pigmented, highly saturated lipstick. And I do have a fair amount of those. This keeps it from bleeding. And I'm gonna go in and fill it in with, what am I gonna fill it in with? Okay, I guess I'm gonna fill it in with my, well, this is annoying. I'm gonna fill it in with my L'Oreal Bronzite. This is color 8, oh, Bronzine, 825, L'Oreal Color Rich. This is a good neutral color. Not exactly what I wanted today, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay. And that is your basic 101 makeup application. So lastly, I'm going to spray it with my Caudalie setting spray. And this is a refresher or a setting spray or both if you want. This is their beauty elixir, Caudalie Paris Beauty Elixir. Okay. All right. And there you have it. Now let me show you the finished product. I'm going to take my hair down. All right, and this is the finished final product. I am very pleased, and I hope you are too. If you made it this far in the channel, good job, good for you. I know that makeup can be intimidating, trust me. I literally just started really delving into it about 4 years ago during the pandemic and lockdown. I have always been a fashion girly, but since we weren't able to really go anywhere and shop like we have been accustomed to, makeup and beauty became my thing, and I've fallen madly in love with it ever since then. So now that we have our basic steps down, which as you recall, we put on moisturizer, then we put on our foundation, which serves as our base, and then we applied our brow filler, mascara, eyeshadow, and concealer, and lastly our lips. Now we can take it up a notch. This is just for those that don't like a lot of makeup and they want something as close to a natural look as possible, but we can always add a little something in. So I'll be doing another video coming up next with blush and contouring. So stay tuned for those videos. And if you're ready to take it up a notch, just a little something, just a little bit, then click the link for the next video. See you next time. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this type of content. I'm really trying to be a source of help and someone that's relatable in the fashion and beauty and lifestyle sector. So let me know if you like this and leave me a comment below. Bye.